around there.
Dummy on the beat, so it's a banger.
Oh, them so thief. 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 Tough turn a thief, bombas a thief. Juliet a thief, Rhoda a thief. Fly Green a thief, Desmond a thief. Babsy a thief, Harrison a thief. Whole ministry not the party a thief. 1 PM make us a blood clot thief. Be a corruption, all police and soldier thief. Jamaica something wrong. Millions and billions, the whole of them a thief. Now them want raise tax, make the highland grieve. When the boy long and poor man get the squeeze, we a march to a king's house and go down the street. 80 million per market me. Then I saw one girl, look up pussy sweet. No bed no in on the hospital. On the concrete, me see the patient. Them asleep. Them a chop right, them a chop left. 1.4 beef for the bus. Shit bag, barrel. Remember you try thief, put to barrel. Kill Diana, stuff sharp man in a barrel. Melissa money come Jamaica pussy whole service. So no take and give them. Who no know we nah no us, we nah no. Tough turn a thief, bombas a thief. Juliet she a thief, Rhoda a thief. Fly Green a thief, Desmond a thief. Babsy a thief, Harrison a thief. Whole ministry not the party a thief. 1 PM make us a blood clot thief. Be a corruption, all police and soldier thief. Jamaica something wrong. Joe Willis a leader mafia gang for this man cause sweet Jamaica land. Killer for youths and not take away land. How come so much court up on the island? Buy up the judge, police and soldier man. Like corruption, you and your big foot girl. Dictator, look at tyrant. Devil in a flesh, you a demon. Rise up Jamaica from on the slumber. Everything wanna take, we a come back. We don't know must reach while we is so far. Remember the pain of we ancestor. Got blood in our eye, fire in our heart. Let a figure roll, yeah we did talk. None to fight the buckle, all over, lead the rebellion. Ready.
Father Banya, my father Banya, my grandmother Banya, my grandmother Banya, Ayana Banya, Ayana Banya, my leader Banya, my leader Banya. That's why I not live now. No, I not live, yeah. He gave me a message morning, when our work is over and we'll have away home. Now this chant that I'm going to read is a chant put together by the UNIC, the Universal Improvement Association, and it's called 400 million black man. Rise up, partners.
Your nation me represent. Them take we fi fool, but we intelligent.
Yeah, go on, big up on yourself, you know. I'm gonna itch, man. I'm gonna itch, me get right down into the meat of the matter. I'm gonna start off tonight with London 45. So I go hear what she say.
You see how things going though. You see how no kill off the youths them. Y'all don't have the time to lock them up, carry them in and go make them spend them penalty because what? No clog up the court system and jam up the court system for benefit for no nasty, dirty satisfaction. For no case them clog up and jack up the court system. I don't have no money for pay off judge, pay off everybody if it's stagnant the case them where go on. But the criminal them wanna have out a road wanna see a criminal for wanna go catch them, lock them up and make them face them penalty, wanna analyze them and think that is justice. Wanna analyzing them and telling themselves that is justice. But it's super criminal them in our country where thief millions of dollars and have them clonies that take people life. Wanna now analyze them because those are on a loyal soldier. But me telling you something, you know, me telling that say poor people, you can't always come at me because you have no sense. No sense. You need to go sit down and look good. The criminality them are going in the country and none of them now get shot. Not even prison them are go. They can't even get them for all them accountable. Okay, but they look a local youth them when them say a robber. All them can do a year say one day in less than 48 hours are 6 youth. 6 young Jamaicans lost their lives because guess what happened? The police them can't bother for lock up nobody and carry them in. It's a waste of time because the system jam up with Mr. Olness problem, Real Read problem, the 12 illicit thief if you go over there. The court system jam up with them. I try hide and cover up. So them don't have no time for deal with regular citizens, so them prefer take them life. But remember, the life them wanna take police officer out there. So the life them wanna take me, I tell you this, wanna member say. If you never in a uniform, I same way Mr. Olness would have send him boys them come take phone alive same way. Because remember, you not only become such of anything because you don't have a uniform. And a poor people pitney alone turn police. No rich man pitney no turn police. None of them no leave university and go turn police. You hear me? So you see at the end of the day, you always remember. And at the same day leaf drop in the water, it go at the bottom. Less than 48 hours and 6 young men gone down. Vudup. And the three what them a say, them a robber, whatever, it's hearsay. We have to just listen to hearsay because the police, them a liar. Them a liar, so we not even really know what really go down. Them a liar. They are liars. You understand? See, the other day, may I read up on something where one policeman, where my top hit man, you know how much people him kill? And that's why a lot of the murders cannot be solved. Because guess what happened? They might use our tax money, where we use pay a lot of these police officers, and secretly, they are hitmen. They are hitmen. You understand? And this is why 3/4 of the murders cannot be solved. And one of no ear said Dictam or Harry go broke one shop. Instead of carry them in, one go kill them because them a thief. But the man them will commit the crimes in the country. One of go take them life, one not take them life. They are out there because guess one can't look for them because one hire them to take people life. Less than 48 hours. And everything is okay. Everything alright. People just sit down and make it look like a Christmas yesterday, Christmas today, and Christmas will come next week. Everything is alright. No Jamaica for justice, nobody at all. Because guess what? Whatever the police said today, that is what goes for honor, but not for me. Because them police here are liar and thief and murderer. And I respect the few police them when I know I do them job and know say them for the job and them doing good. No disrespect to them, but me telling you something. Mr. Honest have some criminal here where him get put in a force. When I use tax dollars I pay thief them. And when them come for the people them pitney, them don't come with no intention for carrying in. Before them carrying in, them bust up shot pound and go tell lie pound later. Jamaica become a country now where the JCF, they are murderers. And the JCF, them are the killer in the country. A killer of the people, them pitney. So, them use one thing, kill off the man, them sperm cell, them can't breed nobody. And then them start analyze the man themselves. So what they are doing, I wipe them and wipe up this a generation here. So them can put in for them generation, if come believe in them dirty politics and them corruption. Yeah. I don't like this, you know. I don't like this for my country. I don't like this for my country. JCF, them a murderer. Them a killer of the youth, them unnecessarily. You understand? And the people, them were the top criminal, they were rob the country dry. You can't even find a way to put them in a cuff. What a wickedness.
Andrew
What
get
a
crucified, see cross
wickedness.
there.
My God.
You want Andrew to go up on a cross like this. If Andrew forget crucified, I'm going to let her remind him so.
Everything is within time. Your truth live within you. And if you want to find God, you have to find God within you. And you possess of good or evil, so always remember, don't yield to the evil force. Yield to the good. You know why you yield to the good? Good will always prevail over evil. You manifest the activity of the thinking in case you never know. So you create your physical experiences through the way you think and the way you feel. Through emotion or intuition or invocation. And always remember, anything at all where you send out there in the atmosphere, it's coming right back at you. So always have a positive thought, positive thinking. Think about the good. Anything where you ask for in life, you will get it. You don't go like say just stay too long to get to the car. Everything is within time. Your time is your time. My time is my time. Your shine is your shine. Your shine could be my shine. My shine could be your shine. But we are all shining star.
I'm going to just remind him that. Anyway, I'm going to continue. Make we continue.
Trump is having a meltdown on the internet. Talk about a commander-in-chief. He's frustrated with Iran's war tactics. He cannot handle the Iranians. Donald Trump posted this on Truth Social. Listen to this shit, right? He says, Tuesday will be power plant day and bridge day, all wrapped up in one in Iran. There will be nothing like it. Open the fucking strait, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah. President Donald J. Trump. He's crazy. I try to tell you. Donald Trump, these are words. If you look at the wording of this Truth Social post, you can see this is a man that's at his wit's end. He's frustrated. He doesn't know what to do. Pete Higgs doesn't know what to do. Donald Trump is quickly learning that you cannot win a war by tweeting and posting things in all caps, right? Sitting behind a smartphone or a computer, whatever the hell he uses on the internet, and just tweet to these men in Iran and think he could have his way, or drop bombs and all caps tweets. Dropping bombs and all caps tweets and social media posts will not win this war. It will not have the Strait of Hormuz open. I try to tell you this. All caps tweets and dropping bombs won't open the Strait of Hormuz. And you can clearly see now that this is having an impact, a psychological impact on Donald Trump. So, talk about the fog of war.
Donald Trump's
tweets, it sounds like that drunk uncle that comes to your house late at night, knocking the door. Open the door and be like, no, you're going to stay out there until you wear off this drunkenness. Then we'll open the door. Basically, that's the same case that's happening with Donald Trump and the Iranians. Open the fucking strait, you crazy bastards. And they're keeping me like, no, we're going to keep the strait closed until we decide to open it. He's at wit's end. He's frustrated. Donald Trump is having a meltdown, man. And speaking of your drunk uncle,
Pete Hegseth is still firing military generals in the midst of a massive war like this. He's still firing military generals. Donald Trump is frustrated. They don't know what they're doing. I was trying to tell you this shit. How can you tweet such madness? Then he says, praises to Allah. Lying to the public again. Think about it. Why would two C-130s airplanes land in the middle of a desert in Iran? Just think about it. Keep in mind, the pilot doesn't know if it's quicksand. They don't know if it's soft sand. They don't know if it's good terrain. They don't know what type of condition it is. Right? So why would both of them land in the middle of the desert in Iran? There's no such thing. At best, one would test land to see if the ground is good enough. Then tell the other pilot, hey, this is solid ground, you can land. And then you got to think, what reason would they have to land in the middle of that desert? Not to pick up the pilot that they supposedly rescued. Because I'm going to talk about that too. You wouldn't have to land, because if you have two C-130s and two Black Hawk helicopters, the C-130s would keep circling if they locate the pilot, and then the Black Hawks would go pick up the pilot, because the Black Hawks could land on sand, land on wherever, almost anywhere. You think what I'm saying? The Black Hawks would land in that sand, in the desert, not the C-130s. C-130s could land on a makeshift runway, but they didn't know that there was a makeshift runway there. And looking at the images of those two burnt planes, it looks like you could clearly see the demarcation of the two images. It's all over the internet. You get what I'm saying? Even though the Western media try to hold back this information, it's all over the internet. So if you search for those two down C-130s on the internet, you'll find it. So if you look at it, look at one of the aerial views, you can see it's two big planes. You know what I'm saying? Two big planes. So clearly that looks like the two C-130s, which this administration in the United States, Pete Hegseth and Trump, are not talking about. They're not talking about those two down planes. You see what I'm saying? So I do not believe them, because the C-130s have no reason to land in that desert other than if they shot them down and they cannot fly back to where they took off from. I think that's probably what happened. You got to look at all the options. Why would they need to land in that desert? One reason, not to pick up the pilot, because they got the Black Hawks to do that. You understand? They were acting as fuel tankers to fuel the Black Hawks. All right, the Black Hawks, that's what's going to pick the pilot up. You see? And the C-130 would probably work as a gunship to shoot at enemy fighters, right? Shoot at enemy fighters and to transport fuel, but not to land in the middle of a desert. So I don't believe them. I believe that those two C-130s were shot down by the Iranians. I believe that. Looking at the options. You know what I'm saying? As far as the Black Hawks are concerned, I don't know what happened to those two Black Hawks, if they made it back or not, or how the whole thing went. You see, because I don't see remnants. Looking at the remnants of the wreckages, I could clearly see that those two C-130s are laying on the ground, burnt out to nothing. And they said, oh, we landed and it was bad, so we had to burn them ourselves or destroy them ourselves or whatever. I don't believe that.
Neither me.
I do not believe. The next thing is, did they really recover the pilot? Did they?
I don't think so.
Where's the pilot? Now they're going to say, well, we can't show this picture for security reasons, this, that, whatever. We could use a still picture. You don't have to show us a video. Or even a side view or something. Yeah, we could use something to verify that this pilot is actually alive and well. At least both of them. Because you cannot trust this administration. They lie to the public about every single dingle thing. You know what I'm saying? There's something, this is, something ain't right about this whole operation, this rescue operation. There's no confirmation for sure if they got the pilots. They're lying to the public. The planes got shot down. Right? I believe that the planes got shot down by the Iranians. And then they destroyed them because they could not take off. And I think the scenario is like this inside my head. The planes got shot down. Right? They had to get out. Then a firefight probably ensued. Okay? They realized they cannot take off the plane. They probably rescued those who are on the C-130 using the Black Hawks. Right? Then called for air support backup. Then they realized they got to destroy the two C-130s because they couldn't take off from there.
So
they can't leave them there because you know they're going to take the plane parts, scrap parts, sell the parts, all types of shit like that, or whatever the case is. So they probably destroyed them. They destroyed those two C-130s. Because they were supposedly fuel tankers to fuel the Black Hawks to go inland, go further inland. I don't believe nothing they said, but there's something going on that's not right about this whole thing. And the Western media is suppressing it. They're not really talking about these two C-130s and the Black Hawks. They're not talking about it. But we're going to find out the truth. It's going to come out. Believe me. You ain't got to worry about it. It's going to come out pretty soon of what really happened with this entire operation.
Of course.
It's going to come out. I'm trying to tell you. Don't worry about it. Okay? We're going to watch, and when it comes out, we're going to see the whole truth.
Of course.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Lying to the public again. Think about it. Why would two?
Of course, man. Of course. We're going to see the whole. We're going to see the real thing, man. But I want to listen to this, yeah.
At this point, where's the pilot? Where's the pilot? And I don't want y'all to use your normal thinking caps. I need to just explain to you the gravity of the situation. What you see behind me is something that literally just came out, 7:44 p.m. Central Standard Time. I believe that is Eastern Standard Time. Israel has, the Times of Israel has released a statement quoting, downed U.S. airmen couldn't make contact at first because he was concussed, and U.S. destroyed its own rescue planes to avoid Iran attacking them. And those were the images that we saw coming out of the opposite side of this war's media. And then a few hours before that, there was something that hit social media via Twitter where they said that there was a campaign run called a deception campaign by the CIA, which they executed or purposefully spread disinformation within Iran to facilitate the rescue of a downed U.S. F-15 airman, and saying that, quote unquote, the agency intentionally spread false intelligence claims that the airman was already found, confusing Iranian forces, and basically saying that they lied on the internet on purpose. The media, coming from government officials as well as actual publishers. Basically, they just admitted to spreading disinformation online in order to distract and, keep Iranian media from finding out the location of this concussed pilot, as they're saying on the news now, that he was concussed. And I just want to know, what level are we on? Like, what game are we playing? Headline that the Times of Israel just put out saying he was concussed and they blew up their own planes so that Iranians couldn't find this man. Is this a movie? Are we in a movie right now? They were saying they found the pilot. They hadn't had the pilot because the CIA was running a disinformation campaign to make other people think they had the pilot, but now they might have the pilot, but the pilot had a concussion? What level? I can't with this anymore. And I'm not going to really give my opinion because I want y'all to see this video. But just know, where's the pilot?
Where's the fucking pilot?
Where the fuck is the pilot?
We can't believe nothing what Trump has say. Nothing what Donald Trump said to him out. We can't believe that because Donald Trump is a man where, like him, hallucinate. You know that way there? On my head, Donald Trump head I get a water, man. He's a mad bomb buckler, man. Listen to this, yeah.
Americans. On the Prime Minister, on baboon, on the President, on baboon.
Real baboon. Donald Trump.
The man power, the man afraid you fuck. He give them till today. And then he extend it to our next what? And extend our next what? 15 hours.
Trump and himself
so Trump a try to
use Donald Trump and make all of this plan with himself and the news media. We are back him. Donald Trump only talk to himself. Everything when I say and self I talk to. And they have the news media for kind of broadcast the madness will come out time out. Where the war in Iran is concerned, Donald Trump have no say if say when this are done. And when it, understand? When it end, he have no control of that. But the Western media now, I make it look like Donald Trump have this lack. We really and truly, in my views, Donald Trump are in danger the Western people them life. I just see people them life, because at the end of the day, when time push come to shore, them are going to run gun at them bunker, and at the citizens them are going to be casualty. So we don't believe nothing will come out of Donald Trump mouth and the Western media.
Use more talk and get Iran. Iran said them a wait upon them. I hear the media say Iran under pressure. Iran under no pressure.
Iran under which pressure? America under
media
pressure.
Stop spinning it. Who under pressure? United
America
States and
under
Israel.
pressure.
Them can't defeat Iran.
Anybody who help America, them
Iran
under pressure.
waiting for the showdown, just like Channel Kamawasi. More America fi blast up the electrical and the water supply, and then want Iran destroy everybody water supply and electricity in the region. Especially
the US is going
Israel.
extinct like the dinosaur.
We're enjoying the show. Donald Trump in our hole when he can't
The
come
United
out.
States dollar is getting extinct like the dinosaur. America and the regime finish. This World War III we are going now, I got to change the entire regime. Because the World War III a fight right now, And our grandpicnic them are going to learn about it in a school. Because nobody enough believe say them are going to broadcast say World War III take place. It will never happen. Our grandpicnic them now are going to learn say World War III take place in 2026. From 2025. Coming down to a history them are going to learn about this. And then people will say, oh, a World War III that one time. Yeah, this World War III can bring a regime change. America lose it. America is no more this powerful country. Just the media, I make them look like them a powerful country. The Western media, I paint America in a good light. America is not a America. Time up. And them are like a struggle with his whole land. Then time up. It'll come like Andrew Wallace now when I want to give power. America. Regime change and then can't stop it. Then can't stop it, They don't have that power again to dictate to nobody. But the Western media. Only the Western media alone Donald Trump can dictate to. We push the propaganda for him.
And my youth, ignorance, all a cuss bad word. All a cuss bad word to blood clot man, stress man in a hospital, pressure busting pipe. And you see the Secretary of War, for him pussy about him too, So, and you see the rescue where they tell the world say they rescue and they successful, not go so. You can't rescue one pilot and lose over 4 blood clot plane, especially the big transport plane with transport the soldiers them. Cause for them chick was to go for carrying troops on the ground and say a rescue mission. But Iran there 10 step.
Anybody America and Israel put on the ground in Iran, just are going at the meat grinder. Then just are give up their life. Anybody them put on the ground, there's gonna be casualty. Only gonna be casualty.
And we Jamaicans support Iran. I want Iran to destroy Israel and destroy United States. Yeah man, get rid of the baboon president where they have up there. Cause him think saying kuna use mouth and bad up Iran like when you use mouth and bad up the region.
We're out at Atbal. What's the same name again? Atbal. What do you call him? Hardball. Saying, really and truly, nobody really rate America and Israel. No, nobody really rate Israel and America, No, sir, nobody in read. Israel should have never exist. Israel shouldn't exist. Cause Israel exists on a cost problem in Israel. It should have never exist. And we didn't create this state here. Whenever these people come from, I create this new place near Israel. And I get so much blood clot problem in Israel. Israel shouldn't exist. And the people them which probably go occupy the land with the name Israel. Should have lived just anywhere they come from, then go back. Them a problem. This have to change, you know. How long you think so them are down there exist for? Prophecy are going to fulfill. You know, prophecy are going to fulfill, you know. The land with them occupying for them land, you know. So if you're going off somebody yard and occupy them place, you know, things at one time how come you all get run out? You all get run away. You can't come a people place, come take it over and rename the place and feel say, you go do it forever. And I your place. And I your place, you know. So the people them are going to take back them place. And these people are calling themselves Israelite. I forgot to find somewhere else to go. I just the truth. These people are pirate people, capture people land and operate in a people name. It come to it, we in a revelation time now, you know. Remember we are not like one time. We have to see Israel for who them be, you know. And we're not sugarcoat nothing. We have to see these people for who them be. And we're not on a friend, we're not Angela look no friend from them. We're not on a friend from them. Angela look friend from them. We don't want a friend from them. Because these people are terrorists. And that's the truth.
In the Caribbean, everything is dark. Everything is the region quat. And Joel is quat. Saying Medora quat. So right now, we see Mexico and Cuba are showing a strength. We know they're not strong for the military force of the United States. Where you know they're mercenary. United States soldiers them are mercenary. They kill picnic, bomb up hospital, bomb up school, bomb up university, bomb bridge. And them the American soldiers can't fight. But when they book up on a soft nation like Venezuela, Cuba, Mexico, them are the baddest thing in the world. But when they book up on Iran, them are lose. Them are lose over 2,000 soldiers dead for the United States. Them are hide it. Better for now 3,000 or 5,000 soldiers dead already. But them are hide the figure. But the figure them are going to release, you know. The figure them shall release. But as I say, America have to fall this year. And next year, you know. And another year, you know. And this year.
Babylon, you know,
and Iran are going to make them fall. And Israel plan is United States to fall when Israel are going to benefit. Because Israel wants to be the superpower in the region, but they can't take it from Iran because Iran are the superpower. Our heart goes out with Iran, our prayer goes out with Iran.
Israel is the new country created again.
And God destroy Donald Trump and Netanyahu. That may I pray for. But more Iran to hold him in the war till at least November. Then the time the United States is supposed to get demolished. You're supposed to know Israel them time there. So more Iran roll out the heavy duty missile them and drop them in Israel. Fuck up temple everything, man. Just level down there like a Gaza, man. One hardball channel support Israel. Support Iran, me support Israel. Wipe me one and right off and wipe off Israel off on the map. Iran me support, Iran me thing there. Blessed and God guide the Iran soldiers them in a battle and then come out victorious. Hail to Iran. Hail to Iran. Death to Israel. Death to Israel.
Boy, hardball I go hard. Hardball make you go so hard, hardball. No, sir. I'm going to play something right here. Listen to this, sir.
Jamaican people, yesterday marked the anniversary of Taki's uprising and war against slavery in Jamaica. But something puzzles me. Every single time Jamaicans speak about the end of slavery, here come the Christians to say that it was a gift from the Baptists, or a gift from the Presbyterians, or outright a gift from Christ. People, our ancestors fought blood, sweat, and tears for the end of slavery. If it was up to the Christian church, who always supported slavery, whose Bible supported slavery, today we would be at the altar in chains. The end of slavery is a gift from our ancestors, and they fought hard for it. Remember who you are. Remember Mayal.
We're not done this, sir. We're not done this, you know. We have the peace, yeah.
Voted to call transatlantic slave trade and the enslavement of Africans as the greatest crime, gravest crime against humanity. This is Alex Mile, Priest, Peace and Love.
So
listen to Ghana for passing this motion, for moving this motion, and
look who vote
in favor
to keep slavery. Listen this.
I did a video about it, thinking that Ghana should not have been the one. But I kind of like how it ended, and I kind of like how the foreign minister dealt with the situation. He kind of answered my concern. Here down below, he makes it clear that, hey, you know, we're not demanding this money, this compensation, this apology for African leaders, but the victims who would have been the descendants of Africans who were taken from their homes, right? Makes sense. Now, this aspect is particularly concerning. The United States, Israel, Argentina voted against the motion. But the most concerning for us,
America, and Argentina voted against this thing.
Let me say this. For those
Jamaicans nothing with these Israel people
United States who are concerned about their
that may I tell you
and their safety after such a vote, feel free to reach out to me. We're setting up a community. There's lots of land.
Who vote to keep it? America, Israel, and Argentina. So I know I hear all the Israel doctor in Jamaica and I better lift out of the blood clot country. For head start boy and lift up and go back on a blood clot yard too. Both in the country, both in come in as doctor. And lift up out of the bomb clot country and go away. Run away out of the country. Both in come in our country, both in our doctor. We don't want no blood clot doctor for Israel in our country. You know, lift up and come out of the bomb clot country and go away. We want to look like the same. We want to look like uno. I want to look like we. Go and go look for no one kind and go administer on the doctor medication pan. And move on a blood clot out of the country. We look like, we don't look like we want to look like uno. We want to bomb clot and go and itch up. Lift up out of the country and go away.
Was asked yesterday, why is Jamaica a Christian country? Jamaica is not a Christian country. Jamaica is a country and a nation.
Look at this. Jamaica were not a Christian country until 1842. Some of the people them think about this. Before these colonizer bring them Christianity and then Jesus and then God come give it. One must think about what were our ancestors before them introduced Christianity to it. And remember, see there, then people have to get a baptism certificate in order to can access anything from the government system at the time. That is why so many Jamaicans run go baptized. But it was a trick. It was a trick. 1842, Christianity come to Jamaica. Before Christianity, we don't ask, what did happen in the country? Christianity and the government system come as the whole in a slavery. Because the Bible says if you obey your slave master, obey the government. Now, so the Bible says if you obey your slave master. Eh?
Never say slave. You never use the word slave.
So what does it mean?
You know, the one that is in control.
Listen to this.
That Christianity was forced on. Back in the day before church and government were separated, you had to have a baptism certificate to be recognized. Without the baptism certificate, you couldn't go to school and you couldn't access any public government services. It was the only means of identification. Because of that, Jamaican people had to rush to be baptized and rush to become Christian in order to access things in their country. Remember who you are, my people. Remember Mayal.
I'm going to say it. So all these pastors and missionary and deacon before 1842, what you do? Eh? You never did deal with no religion. You did deal with no spirituality. And them can introduce this fucker to we and trap we. Christianity is fuckery created by this demon for trap we. And that's the truth hurt, you know. A lot of people afraid to say it. Because them say I got blaspheme because the blue eye man with them nail on the cross I go judge you. Then for go judge him, mama. The blue eye virgin on the cross. He can't judge me. He have to go judge him, man. Eh? The blue eye virgin when they nail on the cross saying dead for me. How they saying dead for we sin and so much blood clot we keep Mr. Gwan said we in the earth. Eh? If we dead for we sin. How so much blood clot we keep Mr. Gwan after he dead for we sin. No sin shouldn't remain. Nobody shouldn't ban no sin. If we go dead for we sin, no much blood clot ears. Nobody else shouldn't no sin again. Can already pay the price for whole of we sin. That means saying you would need no church again. Not sure. Because they already dead for we sin. So you don't want no church. You know,
people still are coming.
Then if you dead for we sin, you didn't know say people are always a ban. So one day they might go dead for everybody's sin. Who they here and who's to come. But this blue eye guy can't help none of we. You know, they help the people them with colonizer. Who this blue eye bridging help? Only the colonizer? And not just the truth. I just the truth. Them say the truth hurt, you know, who can take it better splurt. I go and play. I go and play something from Abraham Traore. And I want to know for those taking the bridging I say.
Union doesn't belong to Africans. They are dictated to. They do whatever they're told to do. If they're told to issue a statement, they do it. Even the African Union building, you know, it wasn't built by Africans. We have no shame. People need to forget about the issue of democracy. And that's a task. We have to tell the truth. Democracy is not for us. The kind of democracy those people want us to see, we're not interested in it. We don't even want it. Normally, if someone comes to talk to an African about democracy, if he comes to you like that talking about democracy, you should run away. Democracy kills. That's democracy. That's what they want. Look at Libya. It's an example right next to us. They lived in peace, didn't they? They lived in peace. Water was free. There were so many things that were free. When people got married, they already received social benefits and everything. But today, some Libyans walk around with jerry cans looking for water all over the place. Look at the misery there is. How many hundreds of thousands of children have died? That's democracy. Everywhere they want to install democracy in the world, it's in blood. May God spare us from this democracy. We have our own model. We're not even looking, it seems, for someone else's. We came to completely change the way things work, but above all to change mindsets so that people open their eyes, see the world, and so that we never fall into that trap again. People are here, democracy is slavery. There is no democracy in this world. They pretend there is. They do as they please, and to establish it, they kill. Democracy that kills, we do not want democracy. May God spare us from that kind of democracy. We are focused on our conquest, on our rebuilding, and on the revolution. It is the only path to development.
The activities of political parties were suspended and subsequently we saw their dissolution. So what message is behind these decisions?
When I tell you now, it's a democracy or slavery. This democracy where these people introduced to it, slavery. Only if you put in slavery and take away resources. This democracy where them create is only if you put in a slavery and take away resources. Who democracy benefit? Ask yourself, who it benefit? Who it benefit?
Message. What has politics really accomplished in Burkina? Not much. Okay, message. What has politics managed to do in Burkina? Not much. It has divided us, that's a fact. Even within families, two brothers who belong to different parties will develop a fierce hatred for each other. You can't even imagine. and that's dangerous. In terms of development, you know that politics is like a business in Africa. That is to say, if I am the president of a party, I recruit you because you are smooth talkers, skilled deceivers. We flatter people, they follow us. We have business people on the left and right who help finance us, and then you go and bribe people. Once you've been thoroughly corrupted, if we win the elections, what can we do? Steal to get a return on investment. And those business people who financed you, you have no choice. You are obliged to give them all the government contracts. You can't make them pay customs duties properly. You can't make them pay taxes properly. Because they need a return on their investment. That's it. That's the reality. Even us, when we arrived, there were business people who approached us too, to finance or something. We are not politicians. If you want to give money, that's what led us to create a donation reception committee, if you remember. Afterwards, now the FSP. Because we were looking for money, but at the same time we said, well, since you have too much and you have a bad habit of giving while taking, and we put the treasury into an account.
Jamaica and Andrew Holness administration. Listen, with champion Abraham Traore. Listen this guy.
Now, if afterwards you come back and say, oh, well, we're supporting you, but I need my trucks at customs. They said this here. You need to help us get them out. That's usually what happens. They even explain the method to you because they say you're young or that you don't know how things work. That doesn't work with me. You will pay all the customs fees. You will pay all your taxes properly. If you want to blackmail someone because you supported them or whatever, let it be at the treasury. That helps the fighters. So this way of doing politics and everything, we've put an end to it. For that, we need a new political ideology. There needs to be training before we talk about politics in our own way. So that's why we suspended it. And afterwards, we dissolved it. But even they, the very ones who were involved in politics, agree. The RPP, it's not other people, it's the same individuals, but I think people now understand that they were manipulated, that they were on the wrong path. And now we are in the process of rebuilding something new. So in a way, it's not different people who left, it's the same individuals. But I think there was a turning point that allows us to start again on a new foundation. So the imperialist parties have been dissolved, but the people are here, being rebuilt, ready to get things moving.
Next, Traoré was asked about the former president of Burkina Faso, who was arrested after authorities discovered he had been planning multiple coups against the current leadership while hiding in Togo. This is how Captain Traoré responded.
Former head of state, ex-Lieutenant Colonel Paul-Henri Sandow, Damiba was extradited from Togo for acts undermining state security and attempts at destabilization. What is the next step for this case?
Well, this is not the first attempt. Since we've been here, there have been attempts. This time, I think there was overwhelming evidence that had to be presented because, well, there were several attempts on his part, but we didn't try to extradite him or anything like that. Often, we would just tell the Togolese authorities, well, here's what he's doing, you should advise him. Because when he left, we never tried to do that. To start a witch hunt, as people like to say. You know, we never opened a corruption case or anything against him, because that's a principle for me. A former head of state, if he was a head of state, I'm not going to hassle someone over that, because that's a responsibility that was entrusted to him. He led millions of people, even if it was just for a month, he did it. So, out of respect for that spirit, whether it's President Roche, Damibal, or anyone else, I have never hassled anyone. Not that they're blameless. There are many things, but I decided not to hassle anyone. He should have just settled quietly in Togo. Unfortunately, he got caught up in a spiral where he absolutely had to destroy us at any cost. We tried to contain those people, but when you look at the last attempt, there were some very serious things where he was telling those who were supposed to take action, and that there would be a lot of deaths, and not just to kill as many as possible, because to achieve their goal, they have to kill and not even care about it. Because they have ties with even worse people who will kill many others around to keep the units busy so they can't come to help us or support us. So something like that, something so planned, where so many innocent lives are taken needlessly, well, we have sent all the evidence to the authorities in Volés. It's not over, and I think he has been heard. The father, the judge, it's real. So that's why we extracted him right away. For now, he's here, we're digging into it, and it's one of those cases. Because there are a lot of things surrounding this. What we discovered is that It involves many countries, countries you wouldn't expect, countries that were supposedly friends. It involves a lot of people, a lot of prominent figures around the world. We realized that there was actually a huge operation behind it. In any case, a judge has already seen it. It's serious. It's very serious. And for us, it gave us a lot of information, a lot of lessons.
Mr. President, you have launched a gigantic project, the construction of the Ouagabougou Highway. It seems to be a project that you care about deeply.
I care about it a lot, and as I said, it's not the only road we're going to build. But the Ouagabougou Highway, if you take the Boubou Road, look, for the past 2 years now, just look at the number of tragedies we've had on that road. The road is very narrow. There are too many fatal accidents. Every day there are fatal accidents on that stretch of road. We need a road. We found a project that already existed, but it's just 2 lanes each way. And when I took over, I tried to see which companies had submitted proposals. First of all, they were foreign companies. The construction cost for about 300 kilometers, 2 lanes each way, was over 1,000 billion, 1,032 billion for the cheapest option. Well, I said 2 lanes each way is already outdated. With 2 lanes each way, if a truck breaks down, it just stops there, and that's it. Everything is blocked. You are the number of cars, the traffic flow on the R1, so it's outdated. So I asked for it to be 4 lanes each way. As I said, we often have this complex, this misfortune. Black people don't believe in themselves. Even when I said 4 lanes each way, there were ministry officials who smiled. It's impossible. I said, all right. We put the project on hold. And so I pushed the mayor to pay for as much equipment as possible, down to every detail. Today they have everything. All the machines needed to build the red road section, all the machines needed for the asphalt, even up to the granite quarry crusher. So they are completely self-sufficient. We are able to build our own highway. After that, there are a lot of highways. I want all the regional capitals on the island to be connected by highways. All the exits from Burkina should be highways. Roads are essential. For the economy and for our forces, the highway network in Burkina will be the densest in Africa, according to our projections. And it keeps coming. We still have nearly a dozen brigades that are yet to arrive.
Traoré was also questioned about Burkina Faso's gold resources and the government's strategy for controlling and managing the nation's gold reserves. His answer was characteristically firm and transparent. Listen to what he revealed.
Gold is a safe haven, as we like to say. With currencies that are unstable and everything, everyone is looking for gold to build up a reserve, because you never know. You know, we went through a brief period in 2023 when they tried to block us on everything.
Yes, boy, I know. Yes, girl.
When we tried to pay for drones, our transactions wouldn't go through. We looked for alternative ways, because just like with our equipment, we stepped outside the official channel of sending things to ECOWAS to get authorization. When we say ECOWAS, it's actually the French who are there, who give the authorization to acquire certain weapons or not. We didn't want to go through that channel. So, our transactions were also blocked with various arguments. Arguments that don't hold up. So here we are, the war is happening and we want drones, we want weapons, but we can't get them. At one point it was about hydrocarbons. Sarneville's transactions aren't going through the system, so these are indirect sanctions meant to suffocate us. And at that time, diplomats came to tell us that we had better change things because we wouldn't even be able to pay salaries by March. It's been 10 months. We wouldn't be able to because we have no control over the economy. They're incapable of handling things. I said, there's no problem. Wait. So one day I had all gold production from all the mines blocked.
Just like
I gathered everything and told the partner to
come. Trump get Andrew them to take out the Cuban doctor them out of the country. That only have suffocate we, you know.
Of course, of course.
Saying so we can't like a boy like Andrew Honest, you know, and a dirty bumbuckler and baby killer like Christopher Tufton. We can't like them a pussy, you know. We can't like them a pussy, Andrew and Tufton. Them a batty boy, we not like them, none of them, two of them are thief. And two of them are run competition against each other. Tufton and Andrew run competition against each other. Because Tufton say Andrew not bright, so Andrew carry feelings from then time there. And Tufton want to be Prime Minister. Andrew Wallace now want to resign left Tufton because he knows the Tufton, we get it. Then we try to force Tufton up. Andrew no want that. So Andrew and Tufton are care feelings to each other. But the two pussy will them for come out of the parliament. And none of them no good. Remember them keep baby secret, you know. Two of them keep baby, see much baby dead, and Andrew and Tufton are hide it from the country. These two drunker. These two genetic modified drunker. Dirty bunger them. Andrew and Tufton is dirty bunger. One of them thief till he can't certify. Two of them are thief. One of them woman pussy value how much million. Tufton I use taxpayer money I buy pussy for how much million.
Collect the gold and send us our drones. That's what we did. Our drones came, they took their gold and they left. We need money, we need someone. So gold is important. People need gold and we need something in this world. Anyway, it's not a way of saying how people are going to handle things, but it does take courage, that's true. But that's what we had to do for a certain period, and people understood, well, they found a way to get by, they eased up a bit. And those same people even came to buy gold from us. I mean, the BCE. So gold is very important, and I think everyone should try to keep a reserve of gold as much as possible. We didn't control our sector, we saw the data, but we created all the mechanisms so that today we more or less control the production sector. Currently, we are acquiring shares in many existing industrial units. We have reviewed the mining contract, so to speak, and everything else. In any case, we have a good relationship with those who are there, who are doing the mining, and Burkina will benefit from its gold. Because that's the problem everywhere in Africa. You can't understand how you have such a quantity of gold, and yet they say you are the poorest, you are the last ones. But why is it that there are countries here in Africa that have oil? If you go to the Gulf countries, they have oil. They are more developed than African countries. But we are cursed. We need to ask ourselves some questions. The real ones have changed. But if the leaders don't want to change and the people also accept their miserable conditions, well, what can we really do? We don't want to see our people in misery. We may not have oil, that's true, but we have gold.
All of these so-called first world country is really our enemy. All of these so-called first world country is our enemy. Our enemy. Whatever deal and come with, it come with death and destruction. Whatever deal these first world country coming our country can offer, it come with death and destruction. These people are our enemy. And we have to see them for who them be and shun them. Shun them. These people, hey, the pastor not telling you, know, because them get tricked. Because I even know the pastor don't know who are the devil. And if Christianity push pan with how long, and the pastor them in the church, from Wapi kill Philip, from Salfish, from Ostapa Shingle, and then can't identify who's the devil, then still believe. It is a joke. If they're in the church for so long and then can't identify the devil, and the Bible depict what and what the devil do, though? And the devil is who and what kind of... And if them can't see the devil in a plain sight and identify them, the church them for just better than lockdown. Because them only a scam people that then money in the so-called offering tithes and sow a seed. Because until now they can't identify who's the devil. And if they can't identify who's the devil, then a problem. Then there's a lead the people them in a believe. And if we're not going to live off of just believe and not live off of knowings, we're not going to go through our next 400 years of slavery. Because you can't just, the Christian them can't just depend on just belief, you know. Because I see enough old people dead and gone and just believe them believe. You can't depend on, you have to know. And just enough people afraid to talk about these things, you know, because them think them all blaspheme. But you have to know you can't live off of belief. Because belief is a form of doubt. So you read the Bible and believe what the Bible says and just hold on upon that. That no mean say Dre read the Bible and hold on upon it and believe it. That no mean say the Bible taught the truth. You understand? So you can't live a life off of belief, you have to live a life off of knowings. So if the pastor them And the deacon and the missionary cannot identify the devil. Better than lock them church. Because them a waste people time and a scam them out of their money. And I hope so them are going to them believe too. It is no more time for believe. You have to know things now. So how long we not going to depend on just did it and believe? How long? How much more time I want? Because the belief ain't going nowhere. You have to know. Because a man can't just commit one crime, you know, but show your friend and he can't tell about it. Say, just man, I don't believe him. But that's the truth. So this belief thing where people, where the Christian them hold on pan now, I think so now deal with this thing the wrong way. Because see the other day, me Donald Trump talk about him want to go put him recognize Christianity and him want reserve one day for church day. And the likes of Donald Trump, I talk about church and Christian and this. That you know make you feel now way. When Andrew Jones talk saying want to go help church and this and that, you know make you feel now way. Like this not make you pray. Like put on the Bible, just put on the Bible for a bit and pray things. When you see these evil people, I talk about church and Christianity. You know, make you start meds. What you know, common sense. Then call the sense common, but then shouldn't get no name. You shouldn't name it common sense because the sense don't come on. You should never name common sense because you know common. If it did common, everybody would have it. So I don't know why they name it common sense because people really not use them common sense. You cannot get up every day and live off a belief. You have to know things. You have to know things. How long are you going to live on this belief? How much things the Western media are projecting on your face? You just have to believe everything in them project. You're not going to do no investigation. And start know and stop live off a belief. Look, alright. Look for the type of work with nationwide take up in Jamaica and become a political activist for the Jamaica Labour Party. I want to still believe, say, a regular radio station or the question we should not ask on ourselves, how long this start take place in Jamaica? Because if it show, you know, say, radio station can do like this, the question of start ask, how long it been happening in Jamaica? And if we not do some more research, we don't know, say, it go and find a Siaga time. And we don't know which news outlet did a paint a narrative for Siaga and the CIA in the 80s.
It was Gleaner.
No, the Gleaner?
Gleaner used to do it for Siaga.
No, the Gleaner used to work for Siaga in the 80s.
Siaga bring in Gleaner and Siaga.
Bring in them. And what work for Andrew Jones in 2026? Now nationwide with Sokod Cliff Hughes, Sokod George Davis and look Langmouth Harlot girl. And you see what go on? A time for you to stop believe things and start know things. The church and the state are work hand in hand for keeping in slavery. Because only thing the church I deal with, I believe. I want to say the time when church come in Jamaica. And some people hear me attack this and I say me I blaspheme. The only reason why I don't think say me I blaspheme because I'm not still mad. I want to brain freeze. I'm not mad, I want to brain freeze. Because I'm no common sense. And I live on a life of I believe. You can't chat to me. You can't chat to me now because your entire life is just based off a belief. You just live off a belief. You was a headless chicken and walk around. Look on the demonic agenda where Andrew Jones are bringing in Jamaica and the so-called church in Jamaica drop asleep. But every Sunday the door them open. And you see look at all people them come with them look at money in a brown envelope. When you look at offering plate pass round, You see them a drop them look of money in it. A scamming. Scamming. You don't need no church. If remember they say your body at the temple, innit?
The body is we are the church.
We are the church. We are the church.
Is the church.
If them say people are the church. And they say God living at the church. So I said, now inside here God live. So the building is just to divert on the found self. The building and the whole building thing is just to divert on the found self.
You can't blaspheme.
Huh? Who put in the law to say you can't blaspheme? These laws, remember King James can't take piece of the Bible, you know. No is fishy too, no. And the King James version of the Bible. Remember King James saying one piece of the Bible, you know. You know look no way too, no. We're not talking about for know yourself. Because then tell us if you love your enemy. And some people terms it other way and I say the Bible say if you love your enemy. How can you love your enemy? How can you in your right sense and love your enemy? I only know common sense for no sir, I couldn't that say. I might be a them flip it. But I'd really them flip it because it never say nothing like that. It say if you love your enemy, not enemy, your enemy.
The little that gold or other resources can provide, we will use it wisely so that our people can know happiness. That's our main focus. There's no reason why people who have gold in this world, they develop.
I say me a blaspheme, but the only reason why I can talk like this is because me identify who is the devil. Me can talk like this because me identify who's the devil. Me wait for Uno for identify the devil. Me already identify the devil. For a while now, me identify the devil. So me wait for Uno for catch up.
And yet we do not. Moreover, it doesn't lead to development. So we've made considerable progress in mastering our gold in recent years, and that's satisfying. And we're going to keep going like this until we regain full control over our gold. That's what I wanted to say.
Precisely, Mr. President. Can we have an idea of the amount that makes up Burkina's gold reserves at the moment?
No, I can't tell you that. That's not something you say publicly. That's something that is kept secret. Even the countries that claim to tell you how many tons of gold they have, it's not true. That's not the reality. You'll never be told the exact amount. If people know exactly how much gold you have in reserve, it means they know your foreign exchange.
But if you want to say the devil, the book where them call the Bible, based on what the book say, the things them when the devil go on with, I wish set of people cause all of these problems. All of these problems will happen. These bombs we are dropping at school and kill off much people. These like, where it come from? Who caused this problem? All of the destruction will happen on earth. Who caused it? Huh? All of the problems will happen on earth. Who caused it? Because we just see say bomb dropping at school, kill much picnic and this and that. In a different place, much innocent, like, all of these things will happen. The devil them say happen because, you know. But if we check who really behind these things, these people have to be the devil. The people them will fire atomic bomb and destroy different part of the earth. These people have to be the devil. And them say God now come back with no flood again, now come with brimstone and fire. And the brimstone and fire, the atomic bomb and nuclear bomb are about them get heated for going with them fuckery. Because the Noah story way in the Bible are the mud flood reset. The mud flood reset. And this Noah story, and the first time them tell it. It's been used for they run for a long time. If I do some deep dive, when we know how long this now a story, I tell over and over and over and over and over and over. And at first them I thought this a story. But because some people just get trapped in the Bible, them feel like the Bible is the powerfulest book, so they don't need no more other book apart from the Bible. And that is very dangerous.
Capacity and everything else. They can anticipate a lot of things. And then it's not something we've done, it's something we're doing. I told the minister, every day that God gives us, and whenever it's possible, pay them. So every week we keep paying to build up reserves. That's it. And that's so that when we want to negotiate with everyone, we are respected. That's it. No one should think that if they don't come and do their part, then they're not involved. We're not on that path. If you want to show us that you don't respect us, we'll set you aside and move on to something else. So we keep building up our reserves. It's for respect in tomorrow's economic exchanges. Tomorrow. And that's very important.
Tensions rose when the discussion shifted to the European Union's pressure on Niger, where the EU has been demanding the release of former President Mohamed Bazoum. Captain Traoré became visibly angry and delivered a strong rebuttal. Here is exactly what he said.
Your Excellencies, on March 12th, the European Parliament adopted a resolution for the release of former President Mohamed Bazoum. You have already issued a statement. Is this an interference in the affairs of the Confederation?
Of course, it's interference. Niger belongs to the European Union. They haven't left us alone. Have we ever interfered in their affairs? Bazoum is Nigerian. He's not from the European Union. Let them tell us if he was an agent they placed who isn't Nigerian, who came here on a mission, then they should just tell us.
Good. Listen to the man smart.
Return their money, we'll see what we do before giving it back or not. This needs to stop now. People need to stop behaving as if we're still in colonial times. And that's exactly what we're describing, what we're fighting against alongside many African leaders. And look at us, even the African Union doesn't belong to Africans. They are dictated to. They do whatever they're told to do. If they're told to issue a statement, they do it. Even the African Union building, it wasn't built by Africans. We have no shame. And as long as we keep showing this attitude, they'll keep behaving this way.
Of course.
European Parliament, but take care of the European Union's problem. The people over there aren't suffering. The farmers over there are suffering. We see them, they're beating their farmers in the streets. With strange agreements, they can't even survive anymore. People are committing suicide over there. But take care of your own problems. Fight against your oligarchies that are impoverishing your people instead of coming here and saying, hey, they won't have Africa's energy anymore. In any case, if it's from here, we'll fight so that there's nothing left here. If you want, you can come and cooperate properly and legitimately. But if it's just to come and take, never. That's it. The battle is over energy. Uranium, oil, even our gold. That's the battle. For a long time, you have been looting over there.
Hey, what me tell you about leader, this Aboriginal, Ibrahim Traoré. If we have a leader like this in Jamaica, we're good. But I'm going to show you something again. The police them, we're in Jamaica. We are beat up on our grandfather. You see, so we are going to see someone without hand. The police them in Jamaica, we take side with Andrew Holness and do criminal activity for Andrew Holness. Can I believe say one look a young boy police and beat up an 80-year-old man? And I feel so if you feel good about that. Just imagine, your grandfather take a walk, because your grandfather always in the yard. Say him a walk go down a Susie or Patsy shop go chill out for 15 or half hour. And police are pass your grandfather, 80-year-old grandfather, a chill out. Jump out a jeep and beat up your grandfather. You have to take that. It's hard to take that, Because if I want a normal boy to do that to your grandfather, you not take that, You hear say one look a man down the road just Box down your grandfather. You open your yard, you know. Your grandfather just talk out of your day, so one man from down the road boxing your grandfather. You know, you might be going to end up at prison. You go defend your grandfather. So I look at underprivileged police boy now. But through my work with Andrew Wellness, see your grandfather, I chill out, box down an 8-year-old grandfather. When expect if I just live with that just because I'm a lawman, you know, go so. Someone will go walk around handless. You see this? Handless. I want to not see it, you know. Somehow, you know, I go walk around handless because on the hand I go no problem, you know. Because you know, going to the post to protect and serve, and going there to get problem and kill people for Andrew Wellness and Harris Chang. So because of that purpose, I'm not going there, you don't need no hand. So somehow, you know, I go handless. You see it like this? I want to look on it good. Somehow I go walk around the country handless, no hand. Look on it good. Because no hand I put in a problem, you know. And the Bible says if you write an offering, you cut off it. There's no found a police who are grown and beat up the people in the country for Andrew Wellness. You not go walk around the country without hand. See it there. Just take it and talk your mind TV. You're not going to walk around in the country without hand. Because you know hand are putting in a problem, so you don't have no use feet. Because you use a hand now and beat one 80-year-old man. The police have to under drugs. It's either in drunk or in under drugs. But me not take that. Not take that, you know. And me not say nothing. And me just know so me not go take that. Me not say nothing, you know. But me sure know so me not take that. Can't beat up my 8-year-old grandfather like that and feel say me I go take it. It nah go so. Best believe say nah go so. You know have to have respect. You never see no police in the state nowhere. In the street I beat up an 80-year-old man. No, you never see that happen before. In no foreign country, you never see no police officer. I look for one 80-year-old man and I beat them up. Throw them down on ground. And you never see that happen before. If you see it, I must AI video. It don't real. I prank you. So there is no way we're going to accept these look shit in a plate and keep death squad police. We are work for Andrew Wellness and Harris Chang. To go around and beat up a grandfather, senior citizen. Can I believe this now? Andrew for charge for genocide. A long time I tell you, Andrew for charge for genocide. So the labor them are growing and I put Andrew on his pump and high pedal. No mad. And more someone on the labor right where they are campaign for Andrews. More the police reach a phone in the yard and kick off on the door and beat up on a man and murder on a son in front of you. And make on can't build a video and put out, make on see on the yard and shame and stress and mad out. They don't even know where people them feel. But we now going to tolerate these police are grown and a beat up senior citizen. It is unacceptable. And Jamaica for Justice now get buyout by Andrew Wellness. So we don't have Jamaica for Justice in the island again. Then take side with Andrew Wellness and the corruption because Harris Chang said they must spend drugs money. So it look like they must spend drugs money for true, so they have to take side. So it look like them and the government going on some dealings and then get drugs money from the government. Because remember, CTAC sell drugs, you know. So Jamaica for Justice now, we don't have Jamaica for Justice in the island again. Then take side with corruption. So police can then on the road beat up senior citizen on camera. This is the Jamaica where the labor right them want to create. But when these labor right cannot live on the island. So they have to go migrate and go live in the sea or then go in the sky. Because the land can't contain when these type of people in a real life. So these police who are going and get trouble. These look like Andrew said the police them say, you see? Then if you go in the road and just get problem. So when they get problem now, people are going to react. Because you're human, you know. You're going to react. And when you react now, then get the opportunity now. If you can shoot you and nothing come out of it. So this is the strategy with them I work with. So since this is the strategy with them I work with, we want to see some of them I walk around without no hand. I still do the work. Because their hand I put them in a problem, you know. So some of them I go walk around in Jamaica. No hand. Because them a problem. They know I come like them I get from bad to worse. These people are not a police. And people afraid if some investigating body really do a deep dive on the JSAF, then we find a whole heap of gunman we recently get recruited at the JSAF to carry out these type of act. Because there's no way somebody will come from one good home, do the test. My brother did the police, you know, do the test. Saying, and come in at the street and operate like this. I mean, my brother used to reason, there's not my brother telling me the whole police for operate. Saying, enough time, I charged my brother as a police. Run through one space station, run through whole of the station them. And my brother did it, saying, and my brother threw me the ropes. And how them police operate now, and the police work them I do, based on what my brother tell me. And the police work them, man. These people in the uniform, they are gunmen. They not get nothing. See what them I do right now? They not get it in a training. I must Andrew go change it up. But the time when my brother police, there's nothing in the training. Not allow the police to operate like how them are operating on the street now. Nothing in the training. Resign, my brother resign. Nothing in the police training give the police them the right to operate like how them operate now. Is Andrew Holness destroy the JCF in my Harris Strong. Remember Harris Strong a criminal in the Wikipedia, you know. WikiLeaks, you know. Saying him a criminal. And Andrew Holness is a criminal. And I too criminal. I dictate to the police force. And Andrew have extended arm gone in the JDF. We cannot have, how can Jamaica have these two criminals in these two positions? So not until the police them walk around without hand, they not gonna stop doing them do. The police them not the police work. Saying, and I go on look at thing I go on Juliet Owens constituency. In the election, Juliet Owens bring one black drum going in the constituency. Say more give people them water. And from the black drum put in the constituency, water never run out of the pipe. Listen to this here.
Labor right. I tell Sheila a Bigfoot if you come move the tank. Because it not serve no purpose there, sir. You hear that? Yeah, it not serve no purpose. No water now reach up flat. So from election, it did the same way as sham, right? So they might wait till the next election again. Yeah man, they might wait till the next election. I say when the election, so long they might wait. You see Melissa pass and they get donation. For East Road, nobody not get none. You see when election time come again, at them time they see Melissa sitting and show about, you know. And at them time they not hear show for term again. East Road people them sell out for a long time still, you see me? Yeah, so the sellout will ever go on. Yeah man, from a labor right.
They don't have no ambition, man. What the set of people? Them people them what this fucking a Jamaica.
You know, come move this one, yes, man.
Yankee, we are
election pass and gone in a certain purpose. You can come move it now. But not it the same way.
From before election, you let go put on a drum there, water never run out of it
water. If you get the water for your hour, you can pull 5 gallons of blood clot buckle. You see me? So you may say that is stinking labor, right? You not tell no blood clot, Bigfoot, Sheila, if you come move this bomb buckle there.
Juliet, Wellness. The people themselves can take up a jump out of them bumbuckler, out of them community. Kind of suit no purpose. Saying, and this I want, I gonna play, listen this. Listen this.
And how come the country heard of this one long before customs and things would have gotten the information from the university hospital? So I'm just asking you here, what are the names? This is my first question.
Do you know the names? Do you know the names?
Can you repeat that, member?
Do you know the names?
No, I am... No.
Yes or no?
Now the question is the name of the 4 companies that benefited from the tax exempt status.
I know that the Integrity Commission has the files. The names as would have been...
Whether I want to talk the name, I don't want to talk the name. The other 3 company is for 3 Jamaica Labour Party MP. And it is obvious. It is obvious. 3 Labour Right MP own the next 3 company and the argument done. So this grown corner, wanna go try to hide the Labour Right MP them and own the next 3 company. We go through the same channel. It does show the world say Jamaica Labour Party is so corrupt and the people them is so stupid. I just that. This is a show say it's the island is a nice island. But it's a nice island with a bunch of stupid people. From them I push out one company and I prolong about one company. You have to know so the other 3 have 3 MP. 3 MP own it. But through the country, like, the country, I just want country a baboon in a real life. Some people up on the island talk about they no business with politics. They don't have time for politics because they not get nothing from politics. What low type of way if you think? What a low type of way if you think? Oh, I don't have nothing to do with politics because politics not benefit from politics. That's a low mentality. Or a low thinking. Because every single thing we do have to depend upon the decision where they make in a parliament. Every single thing we do upon the island. The decision where they make in a parliament have to do with everything we do. Whether you say you know support politics or you want to support politics, but any decision make in the parliament, it gonna affect you one way or another. So you cannot be a living man or woman on the island and talk about you know have nothing to do with politics. When you see them and hide the next 3 company, you have to know you have 3 MP. We have this company in a them bridging name. You know what, eyeglass for see this, you know. But because they want something to divert from the gunman MP, where Rosie tell you about, they have to create this excitement in a parliament over something where there's no basis for this claim where them have come with. But on a gun say is a damage control them need to go on with because what them have talk about it is baseless. And the other 3 company where sitting member of parliament and the Jamaica Labour Party side own. We need to know them.
Seen by the Auditor General, were seen by us also. But in terms of the completion of the investigation, one has
so
been
were
completed.
are the investigations around the named company, which that name was in the public space for months? Were those
You didn't release any names, you know.
So who released the name?
Any names even to this point.
But you're saying you know of one and you can name one.
So who released the name to nationwide? I mean, born and release no name. No stink like. Why we not hide the other 3 company name?
Why is there secrecy?
Why we not hide the other 3 company name? Because I don't want to work for Andrew Less. Remember Andrew against self-government contract, you know. Andrew against self-government contract, and when wouldn't do? If Andrew can thief charity money, if Andrew cannot do 4 transactions a day in a 28 bank account in the heat of COVID, where Andrew only so do 4 transactions a day, Andrew are doing a COVID to monitor the 28 bank account. And I find one video when I have for a while, and I book it up today. I'm going to say I'm going to bring it back to life. Wait there. Wait there. When there? When I want to show now. Where boy there? Ah, Tio.
Yeah, I don't think it's irregular to have 28 bank accounts. In fact, I can tell you, my experience is that if you go into several private sector businesses, you'll find that they have a multitude of bank accounts. Some of them
hear what I'm
inactive,
saying? Listen.
You know, some of them they're using, but people.
Where I tell you say, Andrew, this is not a government man. He is a private man. So listen what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think it's irregular to have 28 bank accounts. In fact, I can tell you, my experience is that if you go into several private sector businesses, you'll find that they have a multitude of bank accounts.
My brother, a private sector man, we are running business, have hold a bank account. He don't have nothing to do with me. He is a private sector man and I'm doing business. And if he want to have that amount of bank account because they based on the business we do, we don't have a problem with that. We are talking about the blood clot thieving boy, the Prime Minister boy. So what you say? This argument is baseless. And you are the head of FID. This is madness. Here with this a blood clot up here, so I'll start it back from top. Because if this Dennis Chink not sick, me sick, I'm sure me not sick, so half him sick. Listen to this about the boy I say.
Yeah, I don't think it's irregular to have 28 bank accounts. In fact, I can tell you, my experience is that if you go into several private sector businesses, you'll find that they have a multitude of bank accounts. Some of them inactive, you know, some of them they're using, but people own bank accounts for specific purposes. So it's not unusual for people to do multiple activities.
We know that people have bank accounts for specific purposes. Like how Andrew is opening a bank account with the bank with no money done. Just to receive one large portion of money from SSL. We know that. So what you say?
Activities. If you're doing multiple activities, then obviously, you know, one of the ways I find that people, especially non-accountants, try to reconcile their business is by having payments through different cash bank accounts.
Oh, so we basically are saying, you know, when Andrew is opening a 28 bank account, because for a large amount of money where my thief, he might set up 28 bank accounts for them run through the whole of them. I don't, what, continue, my boy.
For example, you might have one account and then you reconcile and adjust between, but many people, it's not unusual for them to do that. So, you know, I heard...
We know it's not unusual for any private man to have as many bank accounts as they want to have. But it is unusual for the Prime Minister of Jamaica have so many bank accounts, have so money I run through these bank accounts, and he can't tell me when get this money from I run through these bank accounts. That is unusual. The head of FID me talking to right now.
This story about, or this comment about the number of bank accounts that are out there, and the truth is that I think is really detracting from what the real substance of the argument should be, which is, you know, what is it that is going through the bank accounts and how much money is in there. Because if I have 28 bank accounts, for example, and I could have $2 million between them. Someone could have 2 bank accounts and have...
Nobody in the right sense. I got have 28 bank accounts for only $2 million. So basically, Dennis Chung I tell you say, in support Andrew on his corruption. And him, Andrew Holness chose to be the head of FID. So, that is why I tell you, I hate Labour right, because Labour right, they don't have no sense, because the Prime Minister thief the money, we have make for them life better off. And they don't have no problem with that. That is, I have to hate these people. Because the good summer for the bad thing, I don't want to drop in that bracket. So Dennis Chinka say, boy, you have to lawyer Andrea, man. Andrea a businessman. I'm part of the private sector. That's how I say Andrea part of the private sector. So look like Andrea make up the PSOJ. I don't know.
$500 million between two bank accounts, and that is a greater problem than my 28. So I don't think that the number of bank accounts is something that we really should focus on.
Dennis Chink, what you think not really give a, we don't give a fuck about what you want to think, you know. Because you can't think anything you want to think, because see you Andrew Holness is up par. See you and Andrew Holness and Babsy Granger. I look like an Auburn Hill. See, so you can't think anything what you think. Is it right for the Prime Minister of 28 bank account with money I run through them when you can't get account for? It put away where you think. We don't care what the fuck where you want to think. Keep your thinking to yourself. Is it right for the Prime Minister of 28 bank account we have so much money I move through them when you can't get account for? Is it right? We don't care about what you think. What you think not important. The important matter is it right for the Prime Minister to have 28 bank account with a large sum of money I pass through them, 4 transactions a day? Is it right? We don't care about what you think. You can think whatever you want to think. You're free to think whatever you want to think. But is it right?
Because it really has no substance behind it. In fact, you know, there are some times also when you go and do specific transactions with certain institutions, and they themselves will mandate that you open separate accounts. So therefore, it isn't sometimes, it's not because of your own choosing.
Then because you're a private man and you have a business that go on, and you deal with a large sum of money, so the bank will refer say, yo, you need a next account. As a private man or transact, we deal with a large sum of money. But we're talking about the Prime Minister, so when you talk about the Prime Minister in a way like you talk about a man from the private sector. We don't want, so I don't understand where you deal with me. I don't understand what you deal with. I just really don't understand what you deal with.
You want a new account, but they will say, listen, in order for you to do this product, right, or for you to do this investment or use this checking, this different company, I want another account, or I want 2 accounts attached to it. So, you know, I hear the argument, but I think that the argument is really a detraction, for example, I think from what the substantial situation should be.
What is that?
Which is really the transaction itself. And, you know, I'm trying to understand what is the investigation around the number of bank accounts. What are you going to achieve with that?
So how you come attack this out of your mouth and pass this judgment and you don't understand something? How you take side on something that you don't understand? You need more information, you need more clarity. Because you say you need more clarity, but you already passed down your judgment, say you know something wrong with it, but you need more clarity. I don't understand what this guy did with.
The following is a release from the PNP Media Unit.
PNP patriots raise serious concerns over appointment of Dennis Chung as FID head amid ongoing probe into PM's financial irregularities. The PNP patriots are deeply troubled by the Andrew Holness-led government's recent appointment of Mr. Dennis Chung as the new head of the Financial Investigation Division, FID.
We still have problem with it.
Given Mr. Chung's publicly stated views regarding the Integrity Commission's report on Prime Minister Andrew Holness's financial irregularities, this appointment raises serious concerns about conflict of interest and, more importantly, impartiality with an ongoing investigation. The Integrity Commission, during their investigation of the Prime Minister for illicit enrichment, referred aspects of the Prime Minister's financial affairs to both the FID and Tax Administration Jamaica (TAJ) for further investigation. The Jamaican people deserve to have full confidence that these institutions, tasked with upholding accountability and transparency, are not only headed and staffed by qualified individuals, but are perceived as neutral and free from undue influence. Mr. Chung's past commentary on the Integrity Commission's findings regarding the Prime Minister's financial conduct creates a clear conflict.
Yeah, me just
His appointment to lead the very agency now responsible for investigating aspects of the Prime Minister's financials undermines public trust and raises legitimate questions about whether this move is intended to influence or obstruct.
Really and truly, you know, Cliff Hughes would shut up in bumbo clock mouth on the radio, you know. Everybody down a nationwide suck out on a woman going about the boy. The shut up, hey. Look, hey, the virgin who order the police to kill off the people, them, you know, is a criminal himself, you know. The man where I give order to the police, them right now, for send people to go meet them maker. The man where I give that order is a criminal. Harris Chang have one position as Deputy Prime Minister, and the Constitution don't support it. So I don't know how them allow this to take place in Jamaica. The Constitution don't support it. And the Constitution me work by. I don't work with Andrew them law, none at all. I work with the Constitution. And the Constitution no support Harris Chang position as no Deputy Prime Minister. There is no place in the Constitution support Harris Chang as a Deputy Prime Minister. So the government are waste one whole heap of money and pay Harris Chang for a job where the Constitution don't support. Now check it out for yourself. It is illegal to have Harris Chang as now Deputy Prime Minister and I use the taxpayer money. That come like an extortion. Create one job, give one man when it exists. And I pay him taxpayer dollar for one job when it exists. The Constitution will support Harris Chang as now Deputy Prime Minister. And him and Andrew Holness. Keep up the fuckery. See Andrew Holness bridging there. So you see Babsy Granger one D man. No, not him D man, D woman. Babsy Granger is a D woman, not D man. D woman. Other things about Babsy Granger, see her here. See her there. See him there. I see them there. See him there? This is the guy. We say Andrew is no problem if Andrew is have 28 bank account because Andrew is part of the private sector. Continue listen. See them here?
A fair and impartial probe. The credibility of Jamaica's anti-corruption institutions depends on their independence. Appointing someone with pre-existing views on a high-profile case under investigation sends a dangerous message that political considerations may override due process. Given the fact that Jamaicans are demanding greater accountability from their leaders, we are calling on the government to reconsider this appointment and ensure that the FID is led by someone whose neutrality is beyond question, or at the very least, Mr. Chung should reject the appointment or resign if he had already accepted. Failure to do so will only deepen suspicions that the Prime Minister is more interested in protecting itself than in upholding the principles of transparency and accountability. The people of Jamaica deserve investigations free from political interference, conducted by individuals who will follow the evidence wherever it leads without fear or favor.
They said to me, even before I said it,
Listen.
they said, Mr. Chung, we will not discuss this case with you because we want to protect you.
This is the little
Right? So
PR stunt to him and George Davis would come off with, you know. When George Davis asked him some question about the case. Saying, Jamaican, I talk to the PNP them. I talk to the Michael Manley PNP them. Enough fun is still left in Jamaica. We're now going to make Andrew Jones get to a further case here. Because you have some of the new PNP them where them not steady neither, you know. So I talk to the Manley Heights them. But we'll never make Andrew Jones get to a further case here. We're going to stand together and get justice. I talk to the Manley Heights and the well-thinking Jamaican. We must never make Andrew Jones get to a for this case. We see the pattern. Andrew Jones plan to corrupt everybody. Every institution in Jamaica get fucked, you know. Every single institution in Jamaica get fucked. It's like Andrew Jones is like a disease. Andrew worse than coronavirus. Anybody go around him get infected. The JFJ get fucked. Police force get fucked. You have good police today. But I don't know what them plans. Because everybody couldn't fuck up and I take order from Andrew. So we know say we have some good police today. But them good police have to join together and form an alliance around these corrupted police and push them out from any which part in there. The good police them have to look out for one another and stick to one another and create one plan how we go get rid of these. Because we don't have to know them and work with them and work around them. We have to go find one way how to rid the force of a corrupted fellow police officer. We don't know them. And like we don't know them now, the one them who corrupt, we have to go join together. And we have to be very careful because police, you set up police for dead, you know. Because you have some police who get love buyout, to take buyout, and I'm talking about the genuine police them, we really want to do a good job for them country. Saying, we have to go stick together and find a way how to get rid of these corrupted police out of the force. No care which part they want there, no which position they want hold. Because nobody no bigger than the law. Saying? So we have to go find one way how to get rid of these corrupted police out of the force. But we listen to the interviews still.
Because we want to protect you. Right? So I never even deal with it. They were the ones who sat and they deal with it. So in terms of the status and everything, they're dealing
So
with
you're saying to me, you don't know the status?
No.
And that status has not been communicated to. So you don't know or you weren't told?
I wasn't told. I don't know.
And you've not sought to find out?
No, I don't.
Hey, what's the name of the movie here? Somebody can tell me the name of the movie here?
We are not going to
touch that matter.
Touch that matter with you.
In terms of is there a clock on it before I leave that? Is there a clock? Has the Integrity Commission written back to say that we need something back by X time?
I don't know. And
you've not sought to know?
No.
And the staff have not told you?
This is the head of FID, you know.
You have no interest in asking them?
No.
That's one thing, the Prime Minister's business
the head of
in this
FID.
matter. You're saying that you have no interest in it.
Right.
Did you sit in on any of those committee meetings to deliberate about the task assigned to the FID by the Integrity Commission?
No, I might have sat in one thing where they asked me to do some things, to sign some things, but the deliberation of it in terms of the final.
More somebody look up the name of the movie here and give me it.
Reuters and the world have it that the Prime Minister of Jamaica, head of the country of government in Jamaica, is has been referred to the Director of Corruption Proceedings. You knew that there's a ruling. Don't you think it would be appropriate to immediately tell the world that there's a ruling not to proceed?
Prime Minister, your statutory declarations have not been certified by the Integrity Commission. You know, the implication of this goes far and wide. Why hasn't it been certified, and does the public have anything to be concerned about?
You would appreciate that this is for the state of emergency.
Well,
and
PM,
so
you don't
those are
come
the
here-
questions that we're entertaining at this time.
They
Do you
can't
have,
tell
do
with
you have
that.
questions on the state of emergency for St. James?
We don't want to hear
We don't
about a
see
state
it
of emergency. We want to hear about the Prime Minister's statutory declaration. That we want to hear about.
I think that it is not fair to say that you don't see me often.
All right. Remember, we are street youth. We can know when somebody a tell lie. When you listen, brother, big nose, dirty bunger. Look how I feel for the word them for say. So one at a time I try to look friend, want to laugh it off, like you think this is a blood clot laughing matter. But want if you out of the big house, if you can't tell how you come by, you come back and laugh. Like you think this is laughing. Remember you not like pay tax and you're a thief. You come back and laugh. When I laugh with your brother, you're a thief. Answer the question. Go and laugh with Juliet. Or laugh with Babsy. Or laugh with Rhoda. Now come to with no laughing thing. Answer the question.
Because we have met up on several tours and other occasions.
You think this is a family reunion?
Just to be clear, the post-cabinet press briefing is for the ministers and the various portfolios. And I want to be clear that on all important matters, my government does provide the opportunity for information to be dispensed to the public and for our ministers to be questioned. And I'm very happy that the post-cabinet is being conducted routinely and consistently. As it relates to my integrity declarations, I too am concerned that they have not yet certified them.
You don't fucking lie about your concern. Because right now at this present moment me speaking, it's still not certified. So you could never concern. You have to stop going around and tell lie. What you mean by your concern? Concern about what? The only concern I have, I treat bus out in the public domain, So if you see a concern, say everybody know about saying certify, more believe you. But stop come with this rubbish. You don't concern because to the day, you still not certify. And you beg the judge to keep your case in a silent. So you're not concerned. You're concerned about your reputation.
They have written to me asking various questions. I have provided answers, and they have written to me again, and I'm in the process of providing those.
But I know that the process not come through. The process not come through, Them written to you. You written to them. They written to you again, so them more and more things. You're in the process. I know that not process, So me I wonder how long it take for process that process, whatever your process. If you get back to the integrity, if you get back so you can certify. But to how long you're a thief, Andrew, we know you're a thief. We know you're a thief. And to how long you're a thief, there's nothing you can process to bring back to the Integrity Commission. Instead, you try to challenge them in a court. To show how low you are. And low. And shameful. You want wrong and strong. And want people to come talk about you. You're a thief, brother. When I like thief, I tell you that straight. I used to do security work for a while. And a thief I used to watch. There's no way I used to do security work. I look out for thief and catch enough thief too. And I come cheer on you as a thief. That is why I see me I burn so much fire upon you, Andrew. Because I used to do security work and a thief I used to catch. So when time I see thief, I just want to lock them up. That is why I'm so passionate about me think them out. But you hear me talk at night time. Because I used to be a security and a thief I used to look out for. And when I see you as a thief, I walk around with police. I tell you, say, sometimes my body feel numb. You know, say, yo, look on this a thief, you walk around with police or bodyguard him. Sometimes I feel one way, I tell you, Andrew. Because myself, I did want a regular man, would have lock you up. May I tell you the truth? So me see I walk around the island with motorcade of police back of you. Me bex bridging. Me nah lie, me feel a way, brother. If you know, say you as a thief have this a privilege to have police about the guard. Me vex. If it's a regular bridging, but I lock you up. So me see a power with police about the guard and me vex. Because there's no way you was a thief to get them the privilege there. Me vex, brother.
Answers. You will, however, appreciate that it does take some time, and particularly for me, to get 2 or 3 days to go through matters and provide answers. I simply...
Andrew, remember you and the Integrity Commission been a keep meeting for a long time. You know? Even when you and Desmond McKenzie I make one look at Chad, and book up in the reporter, and I'm ask you about your statutory declaration. If you get if the Integrity Commission write to you, and you say look far and wide, and the simple answer is no. All them the time that you're in and you already going and meeting with the Integrity Commission. But you come like you treat yourself in a schizophrenia. Eh?
Have to be very frugal with my time. And I suspect the same for the Integrity Commission that have to go through several thousands of declarations. But I would expect that they would give some priority to my declaration.
Andrew, you're a mad bomber ass clout, man. But you expect them to give priority. A few matter them to deal with partner speed, but give which priority? How can you be the Prime Minister of the country? Ah, you want priority? Which priority? Who the fuck you think you be? Just a public servant. Which priority? You think them should be in a order? So you come and talk about priority. You think should be in a order. So as the Integrity Commission say, you say, and get this thing over with and you continue with the business running the country. What do you mean about blood clot priority? Which priority? You are the Prime Minister. Which priority? You know if you look no priority. For them say Ray, if you say Ray. Because you think them straight and you think them up to date. Fuck you talk about priority. You think you're special around here? Sorry my brother, you don't special. I know you Mavado sing about. Mavado say I'm so special. Him never say Andrew one is special. Mavado say I am so special. Him never say Andrew one is special. What kind of special treatment you want around here? He's not Mavado the last time I check. So you mean boy you want special attention, special treatment. It don't there around here, brother. And the first thing, you shouldn't, in no case, you get special treatment. Remember you're a liar, brother. Andrew, remember you thief charity money, brother. And buy stocks and bonds, brother. Andrew, what kind of special thing you talk about around here? So, where I say, when you get sentenced, where you want to go on special jail, prison? No, my brother, you have to have your mind for Horizon or GP. What you talking about? So you feel say when they get sentenced, then for build a special prison for you? No, I know say the weed they are smoke now work with them, my brother. I think say if you put it down, I'll go smoke cigarette. Better you go smoke cigarette if you want to smoke cigar. And you even can't get no Cuban cigar from Cuba because the Cuban them despite you, you know. Cuban them not like you, Andrew. You think Cuban them like you? The Cuban them know you're a demon. So you can't even get a Cuban cigar. You hear me, sir? Just don't smoke nothing else, sir.
I do hope to be able to respond to them before the end of this week. So I'm hopeful that they would do their work and provide.
No, them already do their work. And they respond back to the Integrity Commission. A court here take them go I remember say I take the whole Jamaica to court, you know. Remember you carry the whole of Ghana court, Anjo? Eh? Remember you carry the whole of Ghana court in Anjo? Every single Jamaican.
The nation with the necessary certification. To be clear, I have tried not to comment on the issue because I find myself in an invidious position.
Which invidious position?
I have to protect and defend most times the institution.
Ancho, if I tell you the truth, my brother, you deal with the Integrity Commission affairs now. Because for you as a criminal, I make critical decision about the country. I have a problem with that. So, you know, worry about your statutory declaration, I worry about if you go make decision and give out order. And that is very dangerous coming from a criminal, you know. A criminal only going to do things to benefit himself, you know. We don't have a prime minister who is a criminal. Everything I'm going to do going forward is only for benefit himself.
Institutions of the country. So my silence should not be interpreted as not wanting to address it, but I do have a...
No, your silence is because of shame. And I think about how you want to keep up fuckery. That is why I keep silent for long. Is it your shame? You think about what if you come out, come say. And in the meantime, you think of to keep up some fuckery.
Another role, and that role is to protect and to defend the institutions, the laws that we have put in place.
You can't protect and defend no institution and law we put in place because you're a thief. So that is why I say, what you worry about the wrong thing. Mongoose say, we are joke to your dead team. Bullfrog say, we are joke to your dead team. So what you worry about, you know, if you worry about that. But we are worried about how we have one criminal making these critical decisions on behalf of everybody. That is more important to we, the majority. Use the minority. We are worried about one criminal now. We are going to make the final talk. You know if you understand me, I say, Andrew. So what you are worried about? You are worried about the wrong thing, my brother. Worry about how you can certify. Worry about how you can certify. Worry about how you can't tell how you come by the big house on the hill. Worry about these things. Worry about the 2 taxi we turn in a trillionaire. Worry about the dummy company them way up in. Worry about how you have yourself government contract. Worry about these things. Huh? The thing that I worry about, my brother, is not important to we.
So I'm hopeful that in short order this matter will be resolved. By the way, you should also know that it is quite routine that the Integrity Commission will write to persons over and over again. And there would be several persons whose statutory declarations are not certified because they are in this continuous process of asking questions and trying to make determinations. My situation, obviously, would be public, and therefore it would cause some concerns. And so I accept and acknowledge that. But it would not have been the first time that the Integrity Commission would have taken a long time to resolve my matters. And I suspect that as Prime Minister, they would want to be very detailed in what they do. I would hope that there is no difference in my treatment than given to others. And I really do not, I would not want to think so.
Then if you deal with it like junk crow. Then if you deal with it like dog shit. Because if they find problem, there is no special treatment for you. If they find problem, if you start dealing with like junk crow, so you should lead by example. So you already aware about special treatment. He's a guilty man. Only a guilty man are going to worry about special treatment, you know. He's a guilty man, brother. You hear what the man say? He's a guilty man, brother. Hear what the man say?
Concerns. And so I accept and acknowledge that. But it would not have been the first time that the Integrity Commission would have taken a long time to resolve my matters. And I suspect that as Prime Minister, they would want to be very detailed in what they do. I would hope that there is no difference in my treatment than given to others. And I really do not, I would not want to think so.
This is a guilty man. Andrew, I found you guilty in the street court. So I now sentence you to life imprisonment under hard labor. A matter of fact, 5 life sentence, hard labor. And the same go for your spouse, Juliet Holness. 5 life sentence, hard labor. And you accomplish them. Court is adjourned. Look more.
Psalms 23 verse 5. Don't prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. God not gonna make you win in front of the wall of them. Or where they come from. Send it back, send it back.
Same time tomorrow. I'm going to say tomorrow, same time look more. I have 12 minutes after 1. I'm going to work a little bit from now. Look more here. I appreciate everybody who come all and vibe with this. Man, the world is always love.
Where he come from? We say listen back. Reverse the curse. Reverse the curse. Reverse the order. Reverse the curse. Reverse the order. Somebody say reverse the curse. Yeah. Reverse the order. Somebody reverse the curse. Aye. Reverse the order over Jamaica. Reverse the curse, mighty God. Reverse the order. If a king's house, if a garden house, if a the prime minister, if a the opposition.